That's very important. Self-care is not selfish. Self-care is necessary. I cannot care for you if I'm unable to care for myself. Just like I cannot show you empathy, I cannot relate to your emotions if I'm an emotional wreck. I have to get these things in order. So again, it goes back to self-awareness, recognizing why you feel this way. Why have you been ruminating on this event for 4 or 5 hours? What happens when you are in that state of mind? You've activated your stress response. And if you're in a continual state of stress, you're dealing with chronic stress, you are harming yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. Mindfulness meditation enables you to turn that off. What it does is it turns off the low grade chronic release of adrenaline. Let's turn that off. You don't need that. You don't need an adrenaline rush because someone posted something on Facebook that you didn't like. There's no threat. Your life is not in danger. Turn that off. Do it with mindfulness meditation. And what you do is that you turn that off and you turn on the release of the of dopamine and serotonin. So serotonin helps to regulate your mood. Dopamine is associated with happiness. Because the truth of the matter is, none of these external events deserve to occupy that much space within your emotions. Outside events do not have the right to manage or manipulate your emotional trajectory. So you have to learn how to manage that, and mindfulness meditation enables you to do that. What happens with mindfulness meditation, some people think that you can just turn it on, like resilience, for example. Let me turn it on when I need it. It's better to practice this daily, to practice the breath control, the breathing exercises, the body scans, so that when you say something offensive to me, before I open my mouth and react emotionally, let me check myself. Let me drop my shoulders. Let me take a breath. Let me relax the muscles that I feel that are tense. And then I can respond cognitively instead of reacting emotionally. It's easier for me to do that if I'm practicing mindfulness meditation daily instead of sporadically when I'm under the most stress. that's that's a good question. I'm glad you asked. When I speak to people about mindfulness meditation the first time, they will tell me that they don't have the time or the resources because they think of meditation as, do I have a meditation app? Do I have the right candles and aromatherapy, the music, the mat, the room, the time? You don't need all of that. You don't need all of these resources. Mindfulness meditation can be done anywhere. And when you're first practicing, I tell people to do it for about 10 breaths. So if you have a meeting that you're about to go into that you're anxious about, turn off that stress response because your anxiety is physiological. That's why the breathing helps to turn that off because it's a physiological response to a physiological reaction. So you turn that off in your car before you walk in. I'm going to explain it real quick. And the truth is, anyone can reach out to me and we can practice this together. I'm always open to this because it impacts the entire community when even just one of us begins to practice mindfulness meditation. So what you can do it for 10 breaths. You breathe in, inhale through your nose for about 4 or 5 seconds, push down on your diaphragm, hold your breath for a couple of seconds, then exhale through your mouth for about 4 or 5 seconds. You want to establish a rhythm so that the amount of time that you inhale and exhale is the same for each breath. And when you're first beginning, do it for 10 breaths. You can do that, and you can do that anywhere. While you're doing this, do a body scan. Check your shoulders, unclench your jaw, drop your shoulders, relax your body, sit up straight, right? Back straight, head up, facing forward. I do it with my eyes closed. You don't have to, but to me, that enables me to really get into it. Are there any other muscles in your body that are contracting or flexed? Relax those muscles. Quick body scan, take you a couple seconds. And then while you're doing this, you're going to have negative, intrusive thoughts. It happens. When those thoughts come in, acknowledge the thought. Maybe you're sitting there meditating and you're counting your rhythm for your breathing, and then this thought comes to your mind. When I gave this brief last Tuesday, it sucked. I bombed. Or I should have studied longer. I can't believe I failed the test. Well, that's true. It is true. You should have studied longer. It's true that if you studied longer, maybe you would have passed. Acknowledge that, let that thought go, and then resume counting your breath. Resume the rhythmic diaphragmatic breathing and relax your mind. You can do it for 10 breaths in your car. You don't need a candle. You don't need music. You don't need a map. But I will tell you this, if you would like to take it further and become a yogi, all power to you. That is definitely very effective for really just managing your emotions and learning to be empathetic and connect with other people. If you have something specific that you'd like to talk about on a personal level, we can have that one-on-one conversation. I'm open to that as well. What I enjoy is helping people to grow and to learn. And to be honest, every conversation that I have where I help someone else, I also learn and grow. So it's not just me doing favors, it's us growing together. So I'm definitely available for the one-on-one conversations or conversation with the larger groups. I'm available. I enjoy this. I appreciate these opportunities. And that's all I have. Just let me know if you need or want something. I'm available.